Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy. Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy. Can't you see she's spittin' nerdy? Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy.
Good morning, everyone. Tomorrow I have a little photo shoot with my good friend Jose, who, by the way, is like the best photographer ever. If you're in the rough California area and are looking for like brand photography, product photography, personal photography, highly recommend you hit him up. Also, he's like one of the nicest people ever. So we're just doing a quick little shoot tomorrow to get some good Instagram and YouTube thumbnail images, and so I figured I would take you along with my day to day and show you how I prep for a photo shoot. Now, I am not someone who takes myself seriously enough to consider myself like a model. I don't change that much from my regular life to prep for a photo shoot. You know, it's for Instagram and YouTube. It's not like for some big brand. I just got sprayed with bone broth. It's not for some like big brand thing or anything like that. And honestly, with my Instagram and YouTube thumbnail images, I want them to look like as realistic as possible. I want them to look like me. I don't want them to look like a version of me that had to prep for a week before getting the photos taken. Like, I want to be as real with you guys as possible. And I really don't want to do this being like, ooh, look at me, I'm one of those people that like has photo shoots and is super bougie. I kind of just wanted to like show you my process for what I go through in case you guys are going to like an event or like, I don't know, you have your graduation. It's summer, no one's graduating right now. Summer weddings, if you have a wedding to go to, you know, you just throw little tweaks the day before just to make sure you're super comfortable and happy with how you look the day of. Anyway, enough about that. This morning I am starting off my morning with a nice hot cup of bone broth for no other reason other than the fact that this is what I do almost every single morning. There's no special like prepping for photo shoot bone broth magic drink that I make. So far today I made sure to do my normal skincare routine, which is just 2 products I can show you guys in a future video if you want me to. And then I also made sure not to put makeup on. I have some mascara on and I filled in my browsies, but I don't have anything like on my face just to make sure, I don't know, it doesn't clog any pores or suffocate my skin. As far as exercise goes, I don't change anything. I don't do anything different. I don't like increase my cardio for a week before a photo shoot to like shred extra fat. Like, again, I want to look like me and I want to look like the sustainable version of me. So today is just a cardio and yoga day, so I'm about to go do that. I have never fake tanned in my life and do not plan on starting now, especially while my skin is so messed up. The only amount of tan that I have is from doing yoga outside in my backyard in my swimsuit for the last couple weeks. So I got my swimsuit on, I'm gonna go do some yoga, and I'm gonna make sure I don't do more than like 20 minutes in the sun because I definitely don't want to get a sunburn right before I have my pictures taken. That would be not ideal. I'm having a quick little post-workout snack, just chicken thigh and some avocado. I was hoping for more avocado. My avocado was not as ripe as I thought it was though. When I cut into it, I was like, oh. But I figured now would be a good time to just kind of talk about the nutritional component. I am not restricting at all today. I'm still eating intuitively. I'm eating basically what I would usually eat. I'm just being a little bit more mindful to avoid any foods that may make me a little bit more bloated or make me retain more water or anything like that. So like some days, I like to roast an entire head of cauliflower and eat that. Do I love it? Yes. Does it make me extremely bloated? Yes. So I probably won't be doing that for dinner today. The plan today is just to focus on foods that I know make me feel really good. But other than that, I'm just eating my normal diet and I'm not trying to like change how I look. So today I'm trying to make it through at least 2 of these to get adequate amount of hydration, just to, you know, make sure I look vibrant and healthy and hydrated and all that good stuff, not like sad and dehydrated like a wilted little flower. Done with dinner, almost done drinking my water for the day, but now I think it is time to prep my body, and by that I mean shower, shave my legs, wash my hair, and then do like all of my skin post-shower routine just to, you know, moisturize. Good morning, it's the day of the photo shoot, which means it's time to go feel really awkward in public. So I'm starting out my day with bone broth. So I've done my skincare routine this morning. As you can see, I'm kind of shiny, just waiting for like the moisturizer to kind of settle into my face, and then I'm gonna do my makeup. But I did want to talk about something that happened to me last night. And that was that I found myself staring really closely at my face in a mirror, looking for every single pore that wasn't perfectly clean, and then just kind of like beating myself up about it. And after about 20 minutes, I was like, dude, this is a massive waste of time. Like, what are you doing? Like, no one's gonna be looking at my face that closely. No part of this photo shoot is gonna be like up in my face where it can see every little imperfection. Plus, I'm gonna be putting like a little bit of makeup on top of it. No one's gonna see any of this. So me picking apart every little flaw in my face is literally just a complete waste of time. And if you are like preparing for any sort of event or photo shoot or anything like that, picking apart your face is just not constructive, not useful. All that's going to serve to do is make you feel more insecure about yourself. So while you're at that event, you won't be able to have as good of a time because you're going to be obsessing over those flaws. So this is the part where I start psyching myself up for something that I'm really, really uncomfortable doing. As much as I love my body and I'm proud of my body and proud of all of the hard work that I've put into it, there's still those thoughts that creep up that when I'm out in public and people see me getting my photo taken and doing a photo shoot, they're gonna think that I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not buff enough, or I'm not shredded enough, or my skin isn't clear enough, or I'm just not enough to justify having my picture taken, and they're going to judge me because of that. And I think in this case it comes down to a case of just me getting caught up in comparisons, you know, seeing other influencers online just always looking so perfect in their pictures, and they look like, you know, they deserve a photo shoot because they're perfect, and then I'm me and I don't feel like I am perfect, and so I don't deserve to have my picture taken, which is ridiculous. Comparison is the thief of joy. Like, I know that it's not a good mindset to have, but we're all our own worst critics. We all have some amount of critical thought about ourselves. This is just what pushes mine to come out. But here's the thing. I have decided to not let these doubts and insecurities stop me, because for a lot of my life, they did. Like, I used to be a lot more shy, quiet, insecure, nervous about everything kind of person, and I have grown so much, and in that growing, I have realized how important it is to not let those things stop you. I know that a lot of people are very intimidated by going to the gym. You know, they feel very insecure, especially going into the weight section. They don't feel like they know how to lift well enough, or they aren't strong enough, or etc. And so that can be very intimidating. But for me, like, I'm perfectly comfortable in the gym. I can waltz into a weight section that's full of 100% guys and not bat an eyelid. For me, this is my gym. This is my mental gym. Pushing myself out of my comfort zone is my way of working my mind in order to improve my mindset. It's my way of getting more comfortable with things that make me uncomfortable and making sure I stay in a growth mindset and keep growing and evolving as a person. The biggest hurdle for me was learning to be comfortable with being uncomfortable and learning to be comfortable with pushing myself out of my comfort zone. That is the number one thing that you need to work on if the idea of anything that's outside of your comfort zone makes you uncomfortable. And you just have to take baby steps, you know? You have to just make sure you're incorporating things kind of regularly that make you just a little bit uncomfortable. Something that you wouldn't necessarily do if you were just dedicated to staying in your own little ball of comfort and not worrying about growing as a person. Whether that's making a phone call. I used to be terrified of calling people on the phone and talking on the phone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And then from there, you can learn to push yourself into situations that are more and more uncomfortable. But if you're comfortable with that discomfort, it becomes a lot easier to A, get yourself to do that, and B, really learn and grow from it. Honestly, even though like it's fantastic to go to these photo shoots and end up with great pictures that I can post on Instagram and have as my thumbnails and, you know, make my content look better, the biggest thing that I get out of this is the learning and growing experience and pushing myself out of my comfort zone and having to teach myself to just be confident in situations where I'm not confident. I think the biggest thing to remember is that if you want to make some sort of change, let's use, you know, fitness as an example, because this is a fitness channel. If you want to change your body, you want to sculpt your body, you want to add more definition, you're gonna need to get into the weight section and lift some heavy weights. But a lot of people feel very intimidated by the weight section, and so they end up just sticking with cardio, hoping that it works eventually. They go to different variations of cardio classes, but nothing really changes because they aren't actively making any changes to their routine or to their mindset. If you want something to change, you have to be ready to make change yourself, and change is often very uncomfortable. Things that cause growth and change with your physical body are also going to require some growth and change with your mindset. And if you don't push yourself to make those changes, then you're going to be stuck not changing. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. That was a little bit of a long rant. Also, this is not a how-to style hair tutorial, so if I just did that really wrong, I'm sorry. For breakfast, I ended up making some bone broth butternut squash soup and a big bowl of fat bomb. It's about 3/4 of an avocado. This is what I found for the soup. It's just the bona fide butternut squash bone broth soup. But I think this is gonna be really good because obviously like soup is really easy to digest because it's already blended up for me. And then this is gonna be a ton of fat that's also gonna be easy to digest and will give me sustained energy throughout the day. And then because there's bone broth in here, there's a decent amount of protein in this as well. So good, balanced, easy to digest, energy sustaining breakfast. So I just threw on my makeup. This is my look. This is literally like the most amount of makeup that I am capable of using. You know that I'm serious if I put some eyeshadow on. I attempted to use some bronzer and blush and highlight and stuff, and this is what we got. Because my breakfast was quite tiny, I'm not sure when I'm gonna be hungry again, probably before we finish the shoot. So bringing a little snack. I just have some Koyo natural coconut yogurt, and then I'm gonna have some blueberries to throw on top of that, and I need an ice pack. I think I have everything ready to go, and it is time to go do the thing and improve myself as a human being. Hello! We made it. I am here with the amazing Jose, who has transformed my Instagram and my YouTube thumbnails from a bunch of sad mirror selfies to like actual good quality pictures. If there's a picture of me that like looks like a good picture on my Instagram, it's more than likely a picture that Jose took. So you found me like a year-ish ago.
Yes.
And sent me a message on Instagram. How did you find me?
So I think it was when you were doing the MINDPUMP like takeover, and they had mentioned it beforehand, and so I just checked out your page and like saw you had cool pictures, but not only that, you actually had information, like knowledge behind that, and I thought that was cool.
Good information in my captions.
So reached out to you on one of your stories. You had like asked me a question. My
Saturday Q&A. Yeah, I remember the first time seeing that message. You were like, hey, like, can we collab on a photo shoot or something like that? And I saw it, and it was at the point where I was trying to post every single day. And I'm so bad at taking pictures that like I was just running out of content, and I just only had like either bad pictures or really, really old pictures to post, and I was like, I am uncomfortable with getting my picture taken, but I am desperate.
Yeah, see, I thought you were just ignoring me because I didn't hear back from you for like a couple weeks, maybe a month later. But eventually you did. A month or two later, we actually shot.
Yeah, it took a while to plan, but yeah, that was like one of the most nerve-wracking things I've done in a very long time. I felt very, very awkward. I don't think I felt necessarily like uncomfortable with like you, but it was more like the idea of a camera being pointed at me that wasn't my own camera.
Yeah.
And other people around me judging me in like a very public place. Like our first shoot was in Venice on like the main street where there's just
people
a ton
everywhere.
Of people, tourists everywhere. Like it is an iconic photo location. So retrospectively, it wasn't that weird. Like I should have been fine, but in the moment, I felt so awkward. So since this video is all about how to prepare for a photo shoot / like big event or something, what are your top tips for someone who's like gonna get their picture taken, especially for the first time if they're nervous? Like what should they do to prepare?
Especially if they're nervous, take a shot or two.
Of alcohol?
Yes.
No. I mean, I don't condone that, but I honestly think that would have helped me a lot before our first.
On a serious note, I don't know. Just like ask the photographer or whoever questions, get as much information, prepare, try to plan it out. Like what outfits you want to wear, what's an overall theme to the whole thing, you know, the direction you both kind of want to go in.
Yeah.
Tip, bring more than you think you'll need.
Yes.
That's just in general. Like sometimes what you think you'll need, maybe if you brought the one other shirt would have worked perfectly over that. I think that helped because we got actually that one shot with you in all Gymshark gear and there was a shark behind you.
Shark.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Where can they find you?
My Instagram is JRR_imagery and my website is joserubenrodriguez.com. And eventually maybe a YouTube site too.
So if you guys want to go check him out, highly recommend it. His work is amazing. He does amazing stuff. If you're in, what, California?
Yes.
If you're in
or if you want to pay,
California-
I'd travel anywhere worldwide.
Or pay him to travel. Definitely hit him up if you want, what, photography, video editing, all of the, you know, visual
all of the things.
elements. So let's go take some pictures.
Let's go.
Yay! Do you have sand in your shoes?
No, ironically I don't.
How?
And I'm back home, and that's that. That was my whole process of how I prep for and go about a photo shoot and prep for and go about something that I'm not 100% comfortable doing. This was our third photo shoot, and honestly, even though I've only done it 2 other times, I felt so much more comfortable, and I can like feel myself growing every time I do something like this and every time I push myself to be uncomfortable. But this is just your friendly little reminder that doing things like this that put you outside your comfort zone, that you might feel the need to prepare for extensively, is a really great way to push yourself and to grow and to stay in the growth mindset. I think I'm going to leave you guys here. Let me know down in the comments what one thing is that you've done recently or plan on doing recently that pushes you out of your comfort zone, and either how you dealt with that or how you plan on dealing with that. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really does support me and my channel, and I genuinely appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends, your family, anyone who you think might need a little gentle shove out of their comfort zone. To check out some of my previous videos all about health and fitness and kind of how I go about a daily healthy lifestyle, you can check those out over here. And if you want to see more videos in the future from me, you can hit that subscribe button down there and make sure you hit the little notification bell to get notified when I post future videos. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye.